Hello everybody, it's Eric for Reason. Today I'm going to be making a video of my Liftmaster 1265 LM. This unit is from the October of 1999. It's actually in pretty good condition, to be honest. I thought this was dip switch, but it wasn't, so that's pretty nice. So, it has Security Plus. I probably didn't read where it said Security Plus on the case, and there's the remotes. These aren't the original remotes, those are dip switch remotes I tried to program up to it. Disregarded Genie remote, that's for the garage door. So I'm pretty much just using what I had. Being that this was a later machine, I decided it would probably work with a later multifunction wall panel. So here's one off of a Craftsman from 2005, which works. These were the sensors I got with it. I have the sensor brackets somewhere. I don't know where I put them. Oh, those are sensor brackets. I don't think those are original sensor brackets. I believe these are the first generation sensors. 3-piece T-rail, which is not original. Same with the carriage and the door arm, all of that stuff's pretty much everything over here is cobbled together. This originally had, I believe, a 15-foot rail on it. This was on a pretty big door. It was a fiberglass door, but it was still a pretty big door nonetheless. Don't know the exact size. It was a double car. I think it was 10 foot tall, fiberglass door. And this one actually has a replacement gear in it. And the interesting thing is it has a metal replacement gear instead of the plastic ones. So I think, and oh yeah, and this was being used in a commercial building, by the way. This was just replaced today with a Liftmaster 8365. And they literally just did a rails. I mean, they literally just did a head swap. And they actually ran the sensors down. The sensors were originally actually installed up on the ceiling. So whoever had this before, it was pretty much, the sensors were mounted at the ceiling pretty much like how they were over here with this operator. So that's how that was, and I really had to adjust the limits on it. The limits were very offset, so you didn't really they didn't really play well with this rail. So we will run it up. I also, I think I have, I'm going to try to see if the Craftsman remotes I had with this would work, because I believe that was on a red learn button machine. This is a red learn button machine. But I'll probably try to maybe get some aftermarket radios or something for it. I don't know. I mean, remotes, transmitters. And then I have a Craftsman keypad that I know will work off of this. Front light socket's bad, so I'll have to look into that. I think I also have a replacement light socket off of that Craftsman as well, because I did part that machine out. The Craftsman that was in here, its light socket was bad. I actually already tried plugging that light socket in here. That's actually the one that's in there, and it doesn't work. We'll run it down. These are actually very quiet machines. I really like these. Chain and cable drive. This is the rail off the Craftsman. The carriage that's on this, that carriage here was the original one. The original Craftsman carriage that was on here, I broke it by trying to lift this door without springs on it. As soon as I get the springs fixed, I'm going to be putting up this operator. Actually, I'm probably going to put the operator up later, probably after making this video, to just get it hanged and then have it unhooked and maybe use it as a light source, because I always need lights in here. And then I'll kind of work on it, get everything mounted up, and that gives me time to buy remotes and stuff for it before I get the door fixed. Pretty much also give me an excuse to get all of this stuff here cleaned out, because it's a mess. These are very well made machines. I really like these. I've always been a fan of the Genie products. I really like the Genie Pro Max chain drives, and the Genie screw drives. I always thought those were very solid machines, as well as the more Automatic machines from the 70s and 80s. The screw drives, especially the C72 and the C70, and the Crusader rebrands. I really like those more Automatic machines as well, but these are probably my third favorite, these older Liftmaster machines. Well, actually, I probably like the V-Belt Craftsmans more, but these are okay. My main gripe is the gear needs strip out. If they made them like this where it had a metal gear in it, I wouldn't have to worry about that. So that's pretty nice. We'll run this, we'll do another cycle. Force on this does work too. The main reason why this machine got replaced was it was just getting old. Pretty much when they put up the new door, I was supposed to get this back in October when they put up the new door. So when they put up the new door, they actually continued running this machine on it, but until recently, until pretty much earlier today when I went to go pick this machine up. I just picked up the head, and I was going to pick up the head anyway, so I did really enjoy seeing that they did decide to use the original rail and everything that was on this machine. The only difference is, once again, I know they used the original rail, but once again, they put on a different carriage. Like, they put a new one of these on there, the one that came with the 8365, as well as the door arm, release rope, all of that stuff. Once again, all of this stuff came off of this machine. So all of that's original. There's another carriage down there. That's the one that came off the Sears, which is all mangled up. More door arm bits and pieces. I really have to get this all cleaned up. I also am hopefully getting a strut for this door soon, instead of whatever that sorry excuse of a strut is. And I'll be getting that hopefully next week. I don't know when the spring will get replaced. It may not even be till the spring. It may not even be for another year. So please be patient until this door gets fixed. Eventually it will get fixed and it will be operable. My plan was hopefully that this door would be fixed before I got the operator. I got the operator and the door's still not fixed. I'm also going to be bending back out the bottom panel. I'm probably going to do that also tonight. I don't really want to run this operator so much. Pretty much I've been running it a lot, messing with the limits and safety sensors and stuff and wiring everything. So it's probably not the best idea that I'm running this unit a heck of a ton. But as of right now, there's my Liftmaster 1265 LM. We'll give one more run. We'll do another run down and up. That should be the end of the video. I'll do it from the back here. Actually, yeah, down and up. Oh yeah, light button does work. And as well as lock does work too. Here's down. Here's the door going down. So I'll pull the remote here. Oh yeah, I didn't get the original wall button. These were hooked up to a set of, this operator here was hooked up to a set of wall buttons that went throughout the building. They were just basic doorbell buttons. One thing that they had to do with the 8365, which I didn't know about this, they actually had the wall button up on the ceiling, and they actually soldered two lines like coming off of like where the button is, where the actual push button is, because apparently the wall button sends out a code when you press the button, so they had to bypass that. That was kind of something interesting that I didn't know how that really worked. So you learn something new every day. So apparently you can't hook up doorbell buttons to a newer Security Plus 2.0 machine. So if I would go out and buy a new Chamberlain, I'm not hooking something like this or something like that button up over there up to the machine. I'll probably repaint the case. If I repaint the case, I won't be able to keep like the outline on it or anything like the logo and stuff. Maybe I'll get some Liftmaster stickers and put those on there to make it look nice. I also got one light cover with it, which is that one, which I'll put the light cover on the front. Probably not have a light bulb in the back and only have a light bulb in the front. Yeah, just because I like that design more. What I'll most likely do is I'll take this light socket out and shove this one in on the front and see how that works. I'll give you another update of this thing probably when it's on the ceiling, and then another one probably by next year whenever this thing gets working on the door. Who knows when that will be, but yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and keep the breeze.